Okay, story time. I am to take a look at the Wyndham Grand Cancun in Cancun, Mexico this week. Today is April 16th, 2025, and story of the importance of making sure that you have health insurance, especially international health insurance or traveling health insurance while you travel. No matter where you go, it is imperative that you have health insurance. We arrived on Saturday evening in Mexico, Cancun, Mexico. It's a family trip, and one of my nieces ended up with an asthma attack and ended up having to go to the emergency room. We were at the resort maybe an hour and a half when suddenly she was having difficulty breathing, so we had to rush her to the emergency room. We arrived after midnight, so it was pretty much Sunday. From Sunday when we arrived in the emergency room until they had to keep her overnight due to some complications. So she ended up spending Sunday night there as well. So all day Sunday night, and she was released Monday afternoon about 1 o'clock in the afternoon or so. And between the emergency room, of course, medication, and the room stay for the one night, the bill was over $7,000. It was a private hospital, so it was not a public hospital. So I'm gonna switch back and forth so you guys can see as well. This is again the Wyndham Grand Cancun, which is actually a really beautiful resort. And our room is on I don't know what floor it is, but you press the number 20, but it's not the 20th floor. It's not the 20th floor. But anyway, I'm digressing. So when we arrived at the resort, they had to give her oxygen and this and that, so it was a lot. So I would say this. When traveling, please have travel insurance, because it is really imperative, especially when you're traveling with children or yourselves. It doesn't have to be with just children, but when you travel with yourself as well, have travel insurance. It is so important, because the only thing, unfortunately, unless you have to know what the rules are for your insurance for traveling, because we found out that unless she was in the hospital for 5 straight days, the hospital does not bill the insurance directly. So we had to come up front with the money, whether it is cash or credit card. Thank goodness we're able to have credit card. So make sure if you travel, you have credit card with some limits to it, in terms of like a good amount of limits, maybe like $10,000 or $12,000, because you might need it. Like I said, it cost us it cost my sister over $7,000. It was like $7,600 from pretty much Sunday morning until Monday afternoon. For the emergency visit, the cost was for the emergency visit, the medication, the doctor's fees, the room fee, and everything else under the sun. It came with that. With their insurance, unless they stayed for 5 straight days, the hospital will not bill could not bill the insurance company directly. They had to first pay everything up front and then get reimbursed. So therefore, you need some kind of credit card, something when you travel, so that you can put something on there if your insurance company has the same thing. I'll be honest with you, I am not sure what would have happened if we did not have the credit card or not have the money to do it. I know there's also public hospitals here. We did not go for that. We went straight to the private hospital. Again, this is a foreign country. We really don't know how things work, whether in public or private hospitals. But the closest hospital just so happened to be a private hospital, so we ended up going there. And but the only thing my sister ended up having to pay is $100 copay, which was a blessing from God. So we were so grateful for that. However, all I'm saying is, when traveling, have a health insurance. And also have a credit card, because not all hospitals will probably take the insurance right away. So you have to pay for it and then get reimbursed. So just be prepared, because we weren't expecting this to happen, but it did. So therefore, the most important thing is to make sure you're ready, again, so that you can enjoy this view. You can enjoy all the amenities that comes with this, and everything else that you could do as family, or if it's just your friends going on a trip, so that, you know what I mean? Because it was very tough, because we had to stay in the hospital. That she is a minor, so we had to stay in the hospital with her the whole entire time that she was there. And it was hard. It was not hard staying in the hospital, but hard having seen her go through that. and but we were grateful that we were able to pay for whatever needs to get paid for, and then and then put in the claim when we go back home. We're still here, but once we go back, my sister will definitely put it in for her to get everything she needs to get. It's definitely, like I said, it wasn't easy because it was hard to watch her go through that, knowing that she was so looking forward to enjoying herself, and I mean, thank God, like she came out on Monday afternoon, and we were able to enjoy the rest of the trip. But have that peace of mind. Give yourself that peace of mind, and making sure you have insurance. If you don't have your own personal insurance, even if you do, find out what the policy says about international traveling and what they're willing to do, how they're willing to handle it, and so forth, or what you need to do to make sure that things are paid for, or how they work with things, or whom you can call, so forth. Find out the information, because it is not easy, and it definitely won't be cheap. And the hospital, they were great. They were very accommodating. The doctors and the nurses, everyone were, again, it's a private hospital, so I'm assuming they have to be, right? So the doctors were great. The pediatrician, the specialist that was there was really good with her, and the emergency room doctor there was really good with her. The nurses were really good. We actually put a pretty good review for the hospital. I believe it's called Hospital Joya, Joya, Joya. I think that's the correct pronunciation. So it was pretty good. So if you're in Cancun and you're able to do it, if there's an emergency, you can definitely head there. They were very, and then most people there speaks English pretty well. Not everyone, but most do. And if they're unable to do it, trust me, just make sure you have some kind of translation thing on your phone, and that will work just fine as well. But take care of health insurance and whatnot before traveling to make sure you have that information. Okay, so 1 hour view. So this was like, we had, when I tell you the perfect spot, it was just the perfect spot to see everything. I definitely will have, I think I would already be posted the information on the hotel and the travel itself. Okay, and stay healthy and stay safe and enjoy your trips.